What's up, Noobs Nihilism here. As you know, I've been doing these strategies for the terrorists, and basically, what all I've been doing is just I look at beta videos, and then I look at the dungeon journal, and then I make a post of what my amazing brain can think up of what a strategy should be. So basically, to save myself time and to make it so you guys don't have to read my spelling error ridden paragraphs of what you should do, I'm just gonna make a video. So let's jump right into it. First ability, Afraid. Every 10% the boss's life goes down, she gains 8% casting speed, making her do more damage. So the lower HP she is, the more fucking damage she will do. Instead of meleeing, she does this ability called Spray, and what Spray does is it causes a water burst on a random player, doing 125k damage to all players within 2.5 yards. So clearly, we're going to spread out 3 yards each, and increasing the frost damage taken by the player by 12% for 10 seconds. And definitely going to want to spread out for that mechanic, and not being within 3 yards. Hide. She will periodically through the fight use this ability, Hide. She basically hides, and you have to use area of effects to bring her out. She reveals herself after the players strike her enough times. So, I mean, that's not very descriptive, but watching beta videos, you can see that it takes a little bit. So just AOE. During beta, you could like Blood Boil has like an animation when it hits a target. You could actually see Blood Boil, so you could know where she was, and then have everyone focus their AOEs over there. But I don't know if that'll go into live. So otherwise, just need everyone spamming AOE if they have AOE abilities. Phantom Knives, Warlock AOE, all that good shit. Periodically during the fight, she will cast Getaway. Getaway inflicts damage 90k to players and shadow damage. But if you fight, and it pushes you away, but if you walk towards her, you take half that damage. So if my math is correct, 45k damage. She finishes channeling this if you inflict 4% of her maximum health and damage, or 30 seconds, which we're going to want to do 4%. So it's hard for, melee needs to get to the boss to do damage, and you're being pushed away. So instant cast spells are going to be really, really strong here. Dots, etc., are really strong. In beta, the damage increases as her Afraid stacks go up. So as she's lower and lower in her percentages, the damage from Getaway goes up. So what a lot of people were doing were actually casting like once she's below 20% life, or maybe 30, or I don't know how fast the fight moves, but you're gonna want to use Lust on the last Getaway, just to help dots tick faster, reapply them. But that's healers heal. That's just what most skills were doing. I believe you can cast if you like let it push you, but then you're taking the full amount of damage, which is really dangerous. So yeah, watch that. And then last ability is at 80, 60, 40, and 20% health. She's gonna surround herself in a bubble, being immune to damage, and she's gonna summon animated protectors. Now it doesn't say how much animated protectors, and in the beta it was weird. It was sometimes 3, sometimes 4. So a weird amount of animated protectors. I'm gonna say 3 or 4. Maybe it's gonna be constant in the in live, maybe not. Yeah, what you have to do is you have to kill one of them, and then once one of them is dead, they all disappear, and she's unprotected, and you can continue DPSing her. In beta, the hard part was Enrage. Like people were wiping at like 40% or something to Enrage. So it's a tight Enrage timer, so you want to deal with the mechanics, right away. So that brings up Protect, Animated Protector. All the other Animated Protectors are CCable. They're all CCable, but we need to kill one. So we're gonna need someone to focus off of and say, just take this person's target and kill it as fast as possible. You know, there's no room to be like, this one. We have to pick one and go for it. The tanks. This is where the tanks are needed. The tanks are gonna need to pick them up. I'm actually not sure. You know, two tank, one tank. If you can pick up all the ads and CC the rest. If you can only one tank it, you know, I'm not really sure about that. Gonna have to kind of play it by ear. Probably start with two tanks like we usually do. And get away. You know, making sure if there's a getaway timer or whatever, like making sure that you have instant spells ready to do that 4% of her life, and you know, because the sooner she's done casting getaway, the sooner everyone can start DPSing fully again. In beta, this was actually bugged, and it was going for 30 seconds no matter what. They've probably fixed that in live. So, and then hide. This one's also really important. It might even become so important that strong AoEers will need to, you know, you go to this corner, you go to this corner, you go to this corner. Because, for example, as a rep paladin, I don't have any AoEs that I can just use without a target. So, with that said, you know, some of us are helpless, so we need the people that aren't helpless to be doing their job and do it quickly. And spray as she goes on, it's going to be doing more and more damage and happening quicker and quicker. So it's DPS race, and as well as the lower she gets, the more healing that is going to need to go out in that fight. It seems like a pretty simple mechanic, so boss fight, so it should be pretty simple, hopefully, unless there's something that's not in the dungeon journal that or was in beta that's going to surprise us. It's like 7:34 a.m. my time right now, and I haven't been able to find any normal mode kill videos on YouTube. Might be missing it or whatnot, but so I haven't been able to actually check what people are doing, or I haven't actually looked at WoW progress, but I'm pretty sure people have killed this boss. So yeah, that's Li Shi, the third boss in Terrace. Thanks.